Trey.
I'm talking about the additions, bro. Those were additions, bro.
This guy's crazy.
Man, you added AD at the end too. You can throw Braun in that mix too. He got injured too, to be technical.
Yeah, he did. You right.
He always be trying to kick me with my team down. He ain't want to talk about his Knicks the last 3 decades, but we don't have to get that. We don't have to get into that. All right, so look, yeah, y'all have a quick postseason. Y'all have a quick postseason usually. So that is
Cavs are dead in 6.
Oh, y'all playing the Cavs?
In 7. Yes, sir.
That's a tough matchup. The Cavs, that's a tough matchup.
That's an L. That's an L. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
DC the beat man.
So epic.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And as you can see, we got my guys on the screen. We got Seabass, Reese, and we got Freddie. Fellas, oh my goodness. Fellas, how y'all doing today? I say anyone
Being bomb. Knicks in 7, round 1, over the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's tough. Okay. I mean, fantasy, open it off with a fantasy or a joke. I appreciate that. Reese, you got your Celtics.
Y'all playing
Season folk.
Season folks. Yeah, I mean, y'all could have that could be realistic, but we'll see. Seabass, how Arizona out there treating you?
Hey, it's always lovely out here in Arizona, man. I can never complain. KD,
that's good.
Take him to the finals. I'm trying to see a parade.
Hey, look, whole time, I know the next March Madness is supposed to be out there, so I'm trying to decide if I want to go to Cleveland or Arizona, because Cleveland has the women's Final Four, so that one could be more entertaining. But I'm gonna see how it shapes, because Arizona does seem a little more appealing. So then Cleveland.
And it's gonna be perfect weather out here. I'll give you that. I'll tell you that now, Trey.
Big facts. I've heard good things about that, about Arizona. Now look, fellas, we're gonna go right into the show. Something new. At least newish. Gab trivia, get a bucket trivia, right? I just got a couple questions for y'all. So we're gonna start it off with Reese. We're gonna start off with Reese, okay? What's a 3-letter word that starts with gas?
It starts with what?
That starts with gas. Again, what's a 3-letter word that starts with gas?
Gas. You got me.
That's your answer?
What?
That's your answer?
Yeah.
The answer is car.
That starts with gas.
Oh,
it's trivia.
Wow.
What we doing, man?
I'm not even gassing that. No pun intended.
Okay,
Bro,
I'm good.
He just got it. He out of Arizona.
Yo.
He got that joke in Arizona.
I
It
feel
was
like
way
I'm probably
over.
100 years old. It's my first time hearing it. Wow.
I ain't never heard that one either.
Man, I like that one. All right.
That's not trivia. And what's so crazy is, I was about to be like, did I miss the Jeopardy cards that we were supposed to study before this? And I'm getting that. Man, go ahead,
That
bro.
was a mean dad joke right there. Mean dad
That
joke.
was good.
Appreciate it. All right, so look, Seabass.
Okay.
The game of basketball, what was it initially called?
That's, I don't know, shoot pass ball or something? I don't know.
All right, so the game of basketball is actually called basketball. So it wasn't basketball originally. It was it now is combined, but it was basket space ball.
They literally had
the top of the basket, and there was no net. You had to actually hit the ball out once you made it. So originally, basketball. Nice little trivia.
I could have got that one.
Right?
Dang, I
could have got that one.
It be the same name, so it can't be that. Dang.
See, no, because that's what he tricked you, because he started with mine that had an answer in the question. So he's in your head. Freddie, good luck.
Hey, come on, represent for us, Freddie. We can't go over 3.
All right. But 99 in the 2000s, bring it on.
So look, what was the first ball used in the game of basketball?
It was a leather. It was a leather. It was a leather basketball that had like the football laces on it, right? I'm not being crazy. Or a peach ball, or it was yeah, that.
Hey, Freddie, you better than me because I was gonna say Spalding.
Yo, you don't remember the leather joint that Naismith had that had the football laces?
No, it was. Yeah, I know what she's talking about. It was like a volleyball or something. It looked crazy.
All right. So look.
Yeah.
So the first ball used was actually a soccer ball.
I ain't know that. Okay.
So
Wow.
I knew I could have been
I like
Lionel Messi.
Hey, I wanted to start off with something nice, something fun, entertaining. You know, it's not always just about X's and O's. You know, something nice and entertaining from basketball from time to time.
Right now,
X's and O's.
we aren't making the playoffs. We're going to get a very high. We're going to get Wemby. We're going to get Wemby or C.J. Stroud, however.
Lie. No
So
lie.
far, nobody has gotten any of the questions right on the trivia section. So you know, we'll see. Maybe one day it changes, but I'm liking it so far. In Vegas, they say the house always wins. So far, it's looking right. It's looking right. But look, fellas, I got a question though, right? Quick takes now. What's y'all definition of a blue blood? Because mine, long story short, is a team or a program that has like that championship pedigree, right? Like I think maybe if I wanted to slap a number on it, like 4. I don't know. What's your thoughts on it? I think we started with Reese, so this time let's start with Freddie.
Yeah, I mean, kind of what you just said, like make me think of like stocks too, like blue chips, right? Those stocks that are gonna hold their value over a long period of time, true and tried. You're guaranteed to whether if it's slowly or on a steady pace, you're guaranteed to see success with it. So, like say, talk those blue bloods. We know those are the Kansas, the Dukes of the world, the Kentucky, so on and so forth. So yeah, just reliable, sure shot, sure thing, organization program, or whatever you want to apply it to.
Yeah, and just for the record, we have UCLA, Kentucky, Duke, UNC, UConn, Kansas, and if you notice, all of those teams have blue colors. It's just funny though, because Indiana's also a blue blood as well. So you know, It is a great school. You see what I'm talking about. Anyway, Sebastian, Reese, did y'all have anything else y'all wanted to say about the blue bloods before we transition on to the next quick take?
I just have to add, they gotta have historic players, and most importantly, gotta have a historic coach. Like UCA, Wooden, Kansas, Self, Coach K, Roy Williams, Dean Smith. Like every blue blood has historic coaching. The only one that wouldn't have it is like maybe UConn, but they have the players. They won 3. They got 3 different coaches win the Natty, so I think that's a precedent. So
we might be able to give Calhoun some love, but you know, okay. I hear you though too. Yeah, those programs do have historic coach. I think they became historic because they won multiple. So I think now like we kind of got like a reset of of college coaches. So I think we'll see a couple maybe. I don't know, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll have blue blood programs, but maybe not blue blood coaches. So that's something to watch as well too. You said what?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a new batch of them coming because all we got left is what Cal and maybe Self, depending on how his heart doing.
Yeah, I got.
Where did Patino end up? Did Patino just switch jobs?
Yeah, he went to St. John's.
St. John's,
back in New York.
Yeah. Hopefully he got everything tipped up and shaped out because, you know, it was a little interesting out there in Louisville back in the day, you know, them dirty birds. But real good. So on to the next quick take, right?
I heard it was looking like he got game.
Hey, look, trash talking, right? So I got this for you, Reese. What's worse to you? The Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, like you can't see me. The Steph Curry, I'm gonna turn around after I shoot a shot. You know what I mean? That, or the bench of Steph Curry turning around when Steph shoots the shot. Before even Steph turns around, they turn around. Like, which of those three to you are worse trash talkers?
So the bench turning around for sure. The bench turning around is different. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, they're different. That's just different. But I feel like too though, I mean, at the end of the day, in my personal opinion, trash talk is appropriate as long as your game can back up the talk. If you not backing up with your game, then really you just talking. Don't know that. For example, Dylan Brooks, he needs to stop. He needs to stop.
He be making
He's
some.
not
He playing
that.
solid sometimes too. Now you can talk
solid. Okay,
it's part of
he's
the
not
that's
that.
it's part of his 2K package. Like, some people got a solid 3-pointer. You know what I'm saying? He got a solid trash talk game. Like, it takes away your offense by like 5 points potentially.
Like I said, that's when it's a problem, when you ain't got the game to back up what you talking. And that's all I'll say.
Okay. All right. Bet. Does anybody differ on their comparison, like in terms of that trash talk comparison? So you got Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, you know, you can't see me, or the bench, or Steph Curry turn it around. Which, do y'all disagree with Reese, or is it the same?
I feel like Steph's is more disrespectful, excuse me, but not from a standpoint of, I guess, him being like, because we know who Steph is. Steph typically like kind of panders to the crowd, so to speak. When he does something, he doesn't come directly at most people. Most people. He typically walks by to make sure you know, but he's not going to look you directly in your face in a way that Tim Duncan used to do, right? I'm not going to really engage directly with you. I'm not going to give you that, because I know it's going to sting worse if I'm killing you and I'm letting you hear me, but I'm not directly talking to you. You know what I'm saying? The crowd, the bench thing, I love that, man. Think about when Brooklyn and Sacramento a few years ago had all their highlights when they were like dancing and doing all this stuff. I think that's the dopest thing in the world. And specifically for Golden State, they need every bit of team camaraderie that they can get at this point, bro.
So Steph is more disrespectful, I guess, because you love the team camaraderie. It's more of a team bonding experience, I guess.
Yeah, man, it's your team engaged, locked in, cheering for you on the bench. Nobody's sulking on the bench, you know, pissed off. With the Steph thing, that's just, I think that's the demoralizing stuff that, you know what I'm saying? When somebody guards you, they can't guard you. You shooting, turning around, walking by them, saying stuff, but not looking them in their eyes. Like, that's the stuff that psychologically takes people out the game. The Caitlin Clark thing, I completely respect that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. So pretty much, long story short, as long you can be as disrespectful as you want to, but as long as you do it as a team, it's okay. Sebastian, is that how you? How do you?
Squad goes.
You pick the same answer as well?
I'll say the Steph thing only because when he does it, it comes with 50 points plus behind him doing it too. Okay. So that's kind of crazy. And then honorable mention, Klay Thompson holding them 4 dirty fingers up at everybody's face when anything happens. That's disrespectful too, because he be walking up to you like this.
He stole it from Kobe, so I don't want to. We got to cite our sources when we talk about Klay, but yeah, no, he be throwing them things up any chance.
Right, that's the problem, Trey.
He wastes no time. Like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like something. Yeah, you gotta cool out.
One time cool, but now you bragging.
Yeah, bro, Kobe ain't here. Why you stealing stuff that's ain't here, man? Come on.
The Jay that makes me the funniest part. He only does it in his worst games too. That's what always happens.
Right.
He like, yeah, I might be shooting 4 for 30, but I can't breathe.
That's his wild card. His
literally
right there. That's his Joker in spades. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
All those goes out the window. I got 4 of them back.
Hey, now look. This one is kind of near and dear to my heart. Okay, the NFL draft. I just want to know real quick. Just state the player, and we'll go from there. Freddie, who should my Panthers pick in your estimation? Just the player name.
CJ Stroud.
Okay. Reese, who you got?
Same thing.
All right, Sebastian. Same thing, or
Oh, if it were me, I'm taking Bryce Young.
Bryce Young? So, like, I just for the record, no Anthony Richardsons at all.
Not for your Panthers.
That's
Y'all don't got the support to allow him to grow into what he probably will be.
I guess. So let me ask you this then. Sell me on the idea. Reese and Freddie, I need y'all giving you 30 seconds total. Sell me on the idea of CJ Stroud. And if
Freddie,
it's good enough,
go
I
first.
might extend it to a minute.
Let me go first. Your current quarterback is Sam Darnold. Thank you.
Grand opening, grand closing.
White Michael Vick. Come on now. Don't do that.
Yeah.
He be moving.
All right.
Now, Freddie, continue. I'm finished.
Right.
I'm finished.
Right.
I'm weak.
Y'all brought some good pieces in with Thielen and I think Singletary at running back. Sanders. I'm sorry. Bro, y'all still don't have the line that's going to hold up a quarterback who's 175 pounds and 6 feet tall, 5'11", right? That 10-step drop back, he's not going to have time to do that. He's not going to be as fast as he may have thought he was in college. We've seen Baker Mayfield struggle with that as well. You get a 6'3", 6'4" quarterback with that ability that CJ Stroud has, the leadership. I think he's a force multiplier. I think he's going to be able to plug in right away and make y'all seem like a dangerous team. Thielen said y'all could go to the Super Bowl. I don't know what type of ayahuasca he's on, but y'all could at least be good in the NFC South.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you,
like he might be a Jag. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But look, we went past 30 seconds. I even gave y'all to 45. Sebastian, all right, give me within 30 seconds. Actually 20. I'm trying to make it proportional. Sell me on the idea of Bryce Young, please, because to my estimation, Buddy too short.
Okay. I mean, he has the talent, that's obviously, but for me, it's intangibles when I'm getting a QB. It's just, do you play with poise and can you lead? He's Bama bred. He can lead. He plays with poise. Whenever he's in a rush, he keeps his eyes up the field. He doesn't worry about the pressure, pocket collapsing. So that's why I pick him. He just got composure, which I think is the most important quality you need.
He's not the risky type where I feel like he's going to get hit. He's going to try to challenge the defense. He doesn't seem like it, but I didn't watch him too much. So,
I mean, you can't go wrong with him or CJ, in my opinion. They're 1A, 1B, so you can't go wrong with them. They're both computers back there.
Okay.
Trey, I just want the people at my job to stop referencing the Panthers as a JUCO team. So whoever y'all get, I just really want y'all. Y'all are really close to me.
Definitely gone to
Y'all
the
are really
Super
close
Bowl.
to me.
You cannot say we're a
honest with you.
JUCO team. All right, we did not become the number one pick because we were the worst team. We almost made it to the playoffs. So let your coworkers know.
NFC South.
And I got a night. I can send them a drop location of where they can pucker and kiss. Just
Right. I just want you to know, I was like, look, I think Philly might be playing Carolina this season. I might go down there and watch a game. They said, you going to go down there and watch a game at Johnson C. Smith University? I said, that's crazy because that's a school, that's a college. That's not a professional team. I'm referencing the Panthers. And that's what they said. Then they named more JUCO teams to solidify the fact that Carolina doesn't have a professional football team. And they hurt my feelings.
All I'm saying is that the Panthers are the greatest team or have the greatest team that did not win a Super Bowl. Let's transition. So we got Cam Newton. Should he be a backup? That was a smooth ass transition. Appreciate you, Reese. Just really quickly, I don't want to harp on this one too much. Does anybody believe that Cam Newton should be a backup and it would be beneficial to the team? Should he be a backup and would it be beneficial to a team? Does anybody feel like that?
The backup QB thing is a facade. It's kind of like they want their quarterbacks to play now 16 or 17 games. If you are a backup QB that wants to play a la Jimmy G behind Trey Lance and them, a la Teddy Bridgewater behind Tua. If Cam wants to go somewhere where the starting quarterback isn't gonna play or has a high chance of getting hurt or whatever it be, then I don't think it's a net positive for whatever team it is if they have real aspirations. Me personally.
So what about if he goes? Because I heard someone say this about he'd be a great backup for Jalen Hurts. Would that be a good situation? Because there is, I mean,
we got Marcus Mariota, and Cam Newton ain't better than Mariota. I'm sorry. Could he instead be the person doing the QB sneaks? Yeah, but it's like now. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody knew we was gonna do it anyway. But it's like, oh, they're bringing Cam in. They're like, I don't know. I don't want to see a black man just be put up there to be a punching bag. At the end of the day, like, I'm not about to say I want him to be my backup quarterback just because I don't care about his head more than I care about Jalen Hurts. Like, that's not right.
I got you. So, Freddie, Sebastian, do you guys think he should be a backup QB and it would be beneficial to the teams, or no?
Yeah, I'm over Cam Newton, man. I am, man. This dude less than a year ago just put out there that
15 seconds. Remember, we did draft him.
I got you. I got you. You gotta let me. You wasting my 15. No, just like not even a year ago, he just put out a statement saying that he had the opportunity and he didn't achieve, and he realized that he just don't have it anymore. Now you're telling me less than a year later, now you're saying you can come back and be all this. You're better than. It's not 32 better than you. I don't get it. I don't think Cam is good for any locker room right now because he still thinks that he can be a top 32 quarterback, and he's not that. I wouldn't bring him in.
Okay. Seabass.
I was just going to say the same thing as Freddie. Only Cam Newton knows. It sounds like he wants to be a starter still, so if you still want to start, it's probably not the best to bring him for backup.
Okay. All I'm saying, Panthers, why don't we go ahead and just draft Anthony Richardson, bring on Cam Newton back for the story, you know what I mean? And then let him mentor Anthony Richardson on what not to do. That way we can get to the Super Bowl at least once within that 9-year window that I'm thinking about. Just, we're going to get to the least playoff first.
Trey, 20 seconds, sell us on Anthony Richardson.
Listen, have you seen Cam Newton? You see Cam Newton 2.0 and this brother Anthony Richardson. This man is 6'4", 240 and ran a solid 4.5. And when I hear you on the accuracy, maybe he needs to elevate a little bit, but it's called development, people. I'm not expecting a Super Bowl year 1. I'm okay with waiting at least year 2 to 3 to see at least some type of playoff. Like the brother is special, and in the game of football, if you got them physical intangibles, you might be able to go far. Look at Lamar Jackson, see how well he did. All I'm saying is this brother should be.
Quick question on Anthony Richardson.
Freddie, did you not hear him just say
anymore? I need somebody's answer to this. What quarterback has the Panthers ever developed? Please let me know. Please. Pretty please.
Cam Newton.
Baby,
put that
Cam
man
Newton
body
Cam
line
Newton.
every week.
That
is not development.
Stop that. Cam Newton athletic ability went out the door. His physical attributes went down.
That wasn't it.
Get out of here.
It was injuries. That's what derailed him.
And he couldn't be a air pocket passing quarterback. It's the Russell effect, right?
That man was throwing about 66%, and then he gets injured. That's all I'm saying. We did not see what Cam Newton was about to be prior to the injuries. And that's factual. And that also rhymes. That is really getting nice. I'm just saying. Like Anthony Richardson, I say that understanding that my job would be on the line within 3 seasons. It's risky. It's risky, all right? Like I just see like the turnover,
how many
touchdowns to interception ratio is not the best. I'd say that about in basketball, so I gotta do that here. But I will say though, he at least did improve over the season. Like he started off with like 5 interceptions, no touchdowns, and then he improved that. So if you look at that, that says the brother is willing to learn. He's coachable, and you pair that with that talent, that should be a number 1 pick. The brother,
I agree with you from that standpoint.
Playoff games did Lamar Jackson win? You just said that look at Lamar Jackson and all that he did. How many playoff games has Lamar Jackson won?
Don't do that.
Last time I checked, unless it's called the Lamar Jackson's Reese, it's called the Baltimore Ravens. And they did not put sufficient talent around this brother. Because if he's on any other team, this man is at least going to the Super Bowl and losing race.
So we're gonna say on record
No, Trey.
You don't think that Lamar shat the bed against the Chargers? That was the team. That won't Lamar.
3
But
touchdowns.
come on, don't do
dropped.
that.
That's all I'm saying. They dropped 3 touchdowns.
There
They
you go.
dropped
Thank
3
you.
touchdowns.
Context matters.
All right.
Context matters.
I'll put it like this. You said
No.
you're an Eagles fan, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Jalen Hurts would have been this great without Devontae and AJ? Do you
They
think?
went out
Do I think he would have been what?
Do you think he goes to the Super Bowl without Devontae or AJ? Because that's what Lamar's playing with, just the tight end.
Are you saying?
So
Are you
just
saying
that
that
guy.
like? Are you saying that he all I have is Dallas and then 2 nobody type of receivers?
2 just bummy dudes in Dallas Goedert and a rotating injury running back field? Do you think Jalen goes to the Super Bowl with that?
Nope.
I not only think he goes, I think he
my
wins.
goodness, okay. All right, well, Trey,
Freddie,
quick because he's working on it.
Next topic. Next, hey, look, next
Real
topic.
quick, Trey. No, real quick, Trey, real quick, seriously, real quick.
On the
Jalen's my
Ravens.
guy. I seen him. I watched it. Yeah, that's what
It's just
Well, Trey,
should the
I
Ravens
just want to
draft
ask
the
you a question about
QB
your.
because they got
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson still technically.
What?
Freddie, I guess you.
Bass.
We're on a new segment. Ravens, should they draft a new QB even though
Oh,
they have
that's
Lamar
stupid. They
Jackson?
got Tyler Huntley.
Thank you.
Pro Bowl
I
last
was
year.
saying the same thing.
Tyler
Tyler
Huntley was
Huntley
Pro
was
Bowl
Pro
quarterback last year.
That's a Pro Bowler right there. Would you draft another quarterback for? You got a Pro Bowler.
No, Tyler Huntley is serviceable though. I wouldn't draft another quarterback, man. Like the Titans right now are trying to get another quarterback. They just got Malik Willis. We got to stop this, man. You got to give these guys time to develop. They already got a quarterback.
So if let's say someone like a Hendon Hooker or maybe Anthony Richardson, somehow we don't pick them, right? Like let's say them two type of guys fall to the Ravens. Should they consider taking them too? Because look again, fellas, let's bring back Anthony Richardson on stand right fast. The brother is 6'4", 240 and runs a 4.5. Like,
bro,
true.
we've seen this. You remember Terrell Pryor?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We've seen this. It's fine, bro. These type of quarterbacks.
He's the reason why I don't like CJ Stroud.
Nah, come on. CJ Stroud is come on now.
Hey.
CJ Stroud is like Bryce Young mixed with Anthony Richardson too. He got the physicality, but he also has
CJ didn't move them puppies.
He don't. Patrick Mahomes.
Freddie,
don't
I've watched 5 highlight films of CJ Stroud. Ask me how many times I've seen this man run.
And that's you know what? Trey, that's the reason why you should be willing to
You don't
invest
want a
in him.
quarterback that's going to run before he gets through his progressions. You want a quarterback that's going to sit back there and make some plays, bro.
Thank you.
So you gotta have
Thank you.
And right now, I don't know if the brother can. Like, look,
Huh?
They-
Getting in and out of what's he say? Sorry.
So he don't know if he can run. He a professional athlete, Trey. They all can run.
He's a
Stop playing
6'3".
with me.
damn, Donald can run, and you've been slandering him. Well, I mean, I'm just saying,
White.
like,
You
This
want me to
guy's
say
crazy,
it?
man.
You want me to say it?
Damn, Darnold wears. Never mind.
You want me to say it?
Never mind.
that is,
You don't want that.
Hey,
You don't want that man to come out of me, Trey. You don't want me to go there.
hey, dog, look, that's the white Michael Vick. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
Is
real quick
Brandon
though.
that?
Look, Seabass, real quick.
Oh.
Tell me, did Patrick Mahomes pull up to the Super Bowl with anything more other than Travis Kelce and 2 rookie receivers plus Juju? Is that not what he pulled up
He
with?
started his career with a Tyreek Hill. Developed.
He did.
No, but
into
no,
the
Seabass. The
overall
question was,
years.
can he make it to the Super Bowl?
But Patty
Patrick
won.
Mahomes made
talking
it
about
to the
the
Super
GOAT.
Bowl.
You talking about the next GOAT though? Lamar ain't
I
him.
was about to say,
Lamar
who
ain't
you
Patty.
comparing him to right
Whoa,
now?
whoa, now, hold up now.
Lamar ain't
That's
Patty.
crazy.
Give me some time.
Freddie, you see how they move the goalposts when you start pulling
Lamar
up?
won like 75 to 80% of his regular season game.
Thank you.
That
He
was
just
much.
ain't had no playoff success.
Yeah,
All I'm
that was
saying
much.
is you need-
You can't give
in
him Sammy
this-
Watkins the best receiver.
In this NFL, he like Patty had an opportunity to grow and have Tyreek Hill for 3 years and learn the position. And then he lost him, and by then he lost him. He's already seen all the coverages. He's already seen all the teams he's going to face. He played Burrow, Allen, everybody with Tyreek. So now without Tyreek, it's a lot easier because he's been able to grow. Lamar has to do everything himself. he hasn't been able to grow as a thrower because he doesn't have a dude who can eat up the intermediate. He doesn't have a consistent deep threat. All he has is Mark Andrews, who drops every other pass.
Willie Snead was his number one receiver.
I got a black
He's fine now because he's learned to play.
Willie Snead is like 25, not in the league no more, bro. Think about it. Willie Snead is your number one receiver. Come on, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
So
he got Odell
so
now.
just for the record, y'all think that the Ravens shouldn't draft a QB? They should draft some wide receivers or some support to help out Lamar Jackson. Maybe he stays. Would that make Lamar Jackson stay if they drafted some talent around him?
Well, they signed Odell, so that's a huge step.
It's a start. Yeah, it's a start.
It's a huge step.
I guess. All right. We'll see.
I mean, they got to
We'll
get a
see.
whole running back. They keep tearing their ACLs.
We'll see if he stays. We'll see if he stays. Hey, Steve-Bass, I was quite happy. You got real passionate about that, my man. I didn't know you was that passionate about the Ravens and Lamar.
Nah, because people try to do Lamar dirty, man. I always love Lamar. That's my guy. But he ain't no passion.
Hey, that's tough. But that's another topic for another day. But keep that passion going because we're talking about your team now. So, Paradise Valley High School. Seabass.
Oh.
Give us the rundown. Talk to us. Act like we
rundown. All right. Quick rundown. I'll give you like a quick 30 minutes. So, Phoenix basketball, we're out here. Paradise Valley Trojans. This is a little bit of a rebuild. It's a restructure / rebuild. So when we got here last year, the year before we got there, only won 2 games. So it was a lot of stuff we had to work on. So we got them up to, I think we won 8-9 last season. But we got like a dude ranked top 20 in the state of Arizona. We got Doug Gottlieb, his nephew comes with us. He's a knockdown shooter. We got a transfer coming in who's looking good. So we got a nice little transition team that really might make some noise coming this year up in the playoffs. So that's what we're waiting on.
All right.
Nice. Who's your?
You got Doug Gottlieb's son, you said, or nephew?
Yeah, his nephew. So his nephew comes here, and then we got another dude. He's top 20 in the state. His name like Noah Suumi. He's a beast. He's a beast. So we're excited to see how we do with this new squad.
Out of curiosity, is the leader of your team? Would you say that's considered like the best player of your team?
The leader?
Yeah.
Probably the leader of like the emotional leader of our team is probably there's a football guy we got named Peter. We call him Pistol Pete. He has a flashy game. Everything's off a jump stop. Like he's nice, and he's the emotional leader. So last year we had this overtime thriller. We're balling. We actually plugged him in to start. So ever since he started, like our scoring went up. He's averaging 8-9 assists a game type stuff. And then he breaks his hand in the overtime game. We lose on a buzzer beater. And then after that, like our season fell off the rails. So he's kind of like the soul of the squad. It's Peter.
Dang.
It's hard as it is. He's a dog, though.
Yeah,
he's a dog.
That's tough. Injuries.
It was tough, man. It was tough, man. He was balling, went to overtime, tried to get a steal. And then I guess his hand got caught the wrong way. He ended up breaking it. And then the season kind of just took a turn after that.
Hey, look, I see this guy Suwumi, though. He is leading y'all in every statistical category.
Beast. He's a dog.
Every single one, Trey. He is literally the face of every stat. Yeah.
Hey, he was top 5. So in
this
public school region we're in, it's called AIA. He was like top 5 in double doubles, and that's what like Koa Pete, Cody Williams is in this thing. Like Cam Johnson's little brother is in this same or whatever. He's top 5 in double doubles.
Hey, Pistol Pete is number 2 in assists. Pistol Pete is number 2 in assists.
How tall is Buddy?
Who, Noah?
6'5".
Yeah, he's like basically like 6'4", but he's strong. Like he's built real strong. He plays strong. Like he's
quick.
Balling.
He quit.
Huh?
He quit.
Nah, he quit. He actually from like I think he's from the East Coast originally. He's from like Myrtle or something, South Carolina. So he's a dog though. He's a straight up dog. So I'm excited to see him grow. Low key.
Strong and quick. I don't like no type.
I don't like this type, nah.
I don't like no type.
What you gonna do, right?
Nah, that's good stuff. I'm definitely gonna make sure we tune in too, because I wanted to make sure you said it while we was on the show. So Hopefully, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Section
Hopefully we have a
7.
good season.
Hey, Section 7, you know, big AU tournament. Last year, the Boozer Twins and stuff came in there, so I doubt we'll be playing them, but we're in that tournament, so I'll let you know. Keep you updated.
Definitely.
Oh.
Definitely. We'll definitely be plugged in. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one of the moments that we've been waiting for. It's all NBA predictions. So listen. Seabass, I'm gonna just say this right here. They kind of understand how I'm thinking about some things. Like, it's been a little up and down year, right? And I kind of made some notes. I mean, this is not a finalized list. Just know I was trying to write down some players, and I was kind of a little torn. But I'm gonna say them. I'm saying them now though.
Okay.
We got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, JT, Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, De'Aaron Fox, Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Julius Randle, Domantas Sabonis, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Mikal Bridges.
Wow. Great.
Jesus. So,
Hey,
did you have KD on there or no?
He's my boy, but man.
No, because, all right, so the reason why I did this is because although it's not applicable to this season, I added the 60 to 65 game threshold.
Okay.
And then, you know, I made it positionless too. So I did kind of go first, second, and third team when I was saying it. And then I also made sure that the guys who I was talking about made the playoffs. So that did discredit some players. So I ain't gonna lie, it hurt me to take off a couple players like Dame.
Take off Lauri for Dan.
It was tough, but that was the reason why I went that way though. So I already know where these two stand a little bit. I'll let them talk though, but Seabass, I wanted your take first. What did you think about the list? Yeah, and matter of fact, let me try.
Trey wants you to tell him the Mikal Bridges is an idiotic pick for All NBA. That's what he wants to hear you say. No matter how good.
Ask him his thoughts, Reese. I'm just a black man that's asking him his thoughts. That's all. That's all.
Man, your three teams are interesting. I'll say that. No, I'll say that. You made a spicy list. I guess when you put the game threshold, that just makes it tough just with this season. So I just, like, for me, just how chaotic the season is, I didn't take the injury threshold as serious just because literally everyone got injured this year. So that'd be my thoughts on it. But if you put the game threshold, then yeah, that's just what you're gonna get based off this season.
Okay. And see, I'm trying to display it. It's not working with me for some reason. Damn it.
Okay, so Seabass, I have to ask you now. So you're taking Mikal Bridges over Pascal Siakam, for example. Because Pascal has played the games.
Okay.
He is in the playoffs.
Yep.
He is the number one option on his team. He is leading a top 10 defense.
Okay.
He is the primary scorer and facilitator.
I'll lead this by saying I'm biased as a Nets fan. McCall has dropped like 4 or 5 40 pieces for us, and we in the 6th seed. We about to play. We ain't in the play-in.
Same thing you just said.
Already in the
They were like a 3 seed at one point.
Thank you. Y'all was the 4 seed when he got there.
Listen, I don't know. All I can do is just take his whole season. And his whole season, when D-Book was out, he averaged 25 a game. So he was keeping the Suns afloat. And then he comes to
January, December time. Talk about it.
And then comes to the Nets and doesn't let us fall to the play-in. As
Can I say something, please? Regarding that, can I say something?
Yeah.
What's up, Freddie?
Cam Johnson also has been wilding out, as well as Spencer Dinwiddie, as well as elite coaching as well as elite defensive play. Like, they got some
Nick
stuff
Nurse
there. I
ain't
mean,
a elite coach?
Claxton has been playing an improved game.
But Freddie,
Mikal Bridges-
So literally from January up until now, he was averaging 25 points, up to 28 points, still giving you the defense, giving you some playmaking as well. And then we saw him like carrying, like Sebastian was saying, the Suns afloat when D-Book and CP3 went out. So I know you guys are thinking I'm saying this because of the Brooklyn saga that he had, but for real, it's been the whole season. The first 2 months,
so I do agree
he was
with you
giving
with
about
that
15
too.
points a game,
Yeah.
looking like a role player. I'm like, damn, I need a
agree
little
with
bit more out of you.
Because he was snapping. I do agree with you in Phoenix as well. He was snapping. But, bro, it's 15 spots, bro. It's 15 spots.
Okay. So, who would you remove him for?
You want me to just run off because I got a couple that you probably roll your eyes at. But so I had Giannis Embiid, Joker, Tatum, Spider, first team. Luka, Steph, Brown, KD, AD, second team. JB, James Harden, who deserves respect in this MF. Julius Randle or Brunson, Ja, and then either Fox or Shea as my last one on 13. But James Harden needs more respect. 22-10 on one of the best records in the league. We got to stop playing around with this guy, man.
I thought of James Harden too.
All-star, fourth option. He's mothers.
I thought of James Harden too.
They violate that man.
I'm not mad at James on the list. Seabass, Reese, did y'all have a list of 15 that y'all wanted to rattle off?
Yeah, I got my list. I didn't do the game threshold, so I'll go through my list.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's about the same. So I did first team, Steph, Shea, Tatum, Giannis, Embiid. Second team, Mitchell, Fox, Jaylen Brown, Luka Jokic. Third team, Dame, Drew Holiday, LeBron, Julius Randle, Sabonis.
Interesting. Okay. Reese, did you have a list or?
Yeah, but my list, it's not that different than any of y'all's. It's not like.
Okay. Let me ask you guys this thing.
Really stand out.
Let me ask you guys this thing, because this has always been interesting to me. I feel like the defensive player of the year kind of gets a little disrespect sometimes. And I feel like Jaren Jackson Jr. this year will be the defensive player of the year. But I didn't hear his name on y'all list. So do y'all factor that into all the NBA at all? Like I try to give him a little credit if you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Does anybody think that way too?
If you got him as your defensive player in the year, I completely respect that because guys like DeAndre Jordan would make one, right, because of that. So I respect it. I don't have him as my defensive player of the year, but I definitely respect it. If you have him as yours, I understand that. Because he has some crazy games too with Ja down, him and Dylan Brooks. So I respect it.
Now this man's been putting in a lot of work, but we'll definitely talk about who y'all award predictions are on another video for certain. I'm about to say it sounds like that we had a few people that actually made all of the lists. So, but I think for the most part, it'll be interesting because the game's threshold is not this year. I just wanted to add it just because I wanted to get my mindset off that standard. But now we've gone to the next section. The NBA playoffs. That's really where the meat and potatoes of the next 2 months and some change is going to be of our lives, fellas. So what I wanted to do is this: who is it? Just a fantasy matchup that you want to see, right? For the finals, give me your finals MVP, and then the X factor. Don't take too long with it. For example, I want to see the Suns versus the 76ers. The finals MVP, I'm giving it to KD. And then the X factor is CP3. Because again, I think that as long as CP3 is, aggressive, everybody else is probably going to do what they normally do. So CP3 is my main concern personally. But I expect him to produce. It's more so just on the offensive end. But that's my take on that one. Seabass, we'll start with you on your fantasy matchup, your finals MVP, and then your X factor.
So I see one. I want Suns Bucks. I think the X factor would be DeAndre Ayton because he's literally the only big man they got. And going against all them trees down there, he has to play. He can't play soft or they're gonna get worked. In my opinion, he has to.
No love for Bismack Biyombo.
But I seen Bismack get hurt versus the Lakers, and I don't know if he came back today or not.
You're right.
So and then MVP, of course, Giannis. So yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Reese, what's your finals matchup? Your finals MVP, and then your X factor for the series.
So my boys need our get back. I'm going Celtics Warriors.
Ooh, I like it.
And I'm going Jaylen Brown finals MVP.
Ooh, I like it.
And the X factor will absolutely be Jason Tatum's 3-point shoot because it'll kill us. It will kill us. We will live and die by his tour date numbers.
Okay. Really quickly, if they win it again, back to back on y'all, how demoralizing is that for you? Like,
excuse me?
Like, would you not want to come on the show? Would you not want to come on the show for like 1, 2, 3 weeks?
I'm sorry. Did you say we lose? Excuse me?
What?
Is this my fantasy or yours?
I don't know.
My fantasy or yours?
I said if.
I just said who was winning.
I said
right?
if.
I don't want to talk about.
All right, cool. I hear you.
Okay.
I said if. I hear you.
Freddie.
What's your finals matchup, your finals MVP, and your X factor for the series?
All right. CP3 as finals MVP is very ambitious. Just wanted to put that out there. But whatever. My ideal matchup is the Bucks versus the Lakers. Seeing Bron and Giannis, right? We never got to see Bron and Kobe. So seeing Bron and Giannis in the finals, I think will be amazing for basketball. It'll be kind of like that Mike to Magic pass another torch almost situation, right? Because as much as I want Bron to win one more, I'm also a fan of the game, and I think Giannis needs to win 2 or 3 rings in his career. Again, just for the overall moving the game forward, so to speak. And that would be the official passing of the torch. If Giannis can get there, I think they will get there. Them versus the Lakers would be fun, man. AD versus Giannis. You got some Bron there. See if Bron can still be what he's going to be. Chris Middleton, hopefully he's finally healthy by then. Like, I think that'll be very fun to watch. So, finals MVP, Giannis. Lakers versus Bucks. And what was your last question? I'm sorry.
X factor.
And I think the X factor will actually be Chris Middleton if he can be healthy.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's interesting. Hopefully, if we do lose, it's not like how the Lakers did against the Bulls that one year. Because that, 4-1, I'd like a little bit better.
I'm about to say 5 games is definitely probably what it will be, though. It's probably going 5 games either way.
I hope.
I don't know. I feel like whoever makes it to the finals.
Think either way 5?
You
think 5 either way?
Yeah. I think that's what the finals will be. Whoever, like, I personally feel like the Bucks have the best go because they just got the graceful side of the bracket this year. Like, I'm like literally looking at the other side of the bracket. It's bad. Like, we're looking at playing Miami first round.
Yeah.
Philly's looking at playing Brooklyn. Yeah. Then Philly would play Boston, and then we'd wait for Milwaukee to beat whoever. I mean, the Knicks and in Toronto.
Yeah, Milwaukee's loaded though, man. You look at their roster, bro. They have everything. Like, it's not teams like that in the league.
Before you even get to the roster, they're probably going to win most of their games in 5 or 6. Like,
look, let's get some structure with this one. So we got 1 through 8, right? But before we got that, we got the play-in.
The Hawks going home.
Which is there any team of this group that can beat the Bucks?
No.
I don't know. No.
No, nobody got nothing. No,
Question should be pretty
all right, cool. So essentially, okay, got you. So then, is there anybody in this group that can beat the Celtics? I'm sure you got at least one though.
Miami.
I don't think
Miami.
Miami.
You don't think so? Okay, damn, that's tough. I do feel like Miami could finesse and the Hawks.
Yeah. They ain't gonna make it, bro.
It's like a 10% chance.
The Hawks ain't gonna make it, bro. They ain't gonna make it, bro.
Can y'all listen? I'm an optimist, okay? I like the team's potential. They're just not playing up to what I think they can actually do. So I put them at a 10% chance. It's low as hell. But I would firmly expect you guys to win that series, Boston Celtics. The Heat
winning the series in 5 games.
I could see a solid 35%. That's just me.
Okay, Freddie, I feel like all season I've let you talk about how good the Milwaukee Bucks roster is. When will we talk about the depth of the Celtics?
Could I say something to you? Yes. Reese, y'all do have depth, but y'all don't have. I told you this all year. Rob Williams is my height. I would post him up, bro. Listen, y'all need that interior play, bro. No matter what you say, the reason why Miami could stick with y'all is because they have those 6'7" guys, those perimeter guys that can switch everything and play as small as y'all, so to speak, right? That's why they match up well. And for whatever it's worth, playoff Jimmy is like Super Saiyan Goku, right? Like he turns it on.
And offspring in playoff time.
They beat y'all in the Eastern Conference Finals a few years ago. They should have beat y'all last year if Jimmy ain't pull up for a 3-pointer when he don't shoot threes, or at least last year. Like y'all been going back and forth for a while, and Miami matches well against y'all. It's just a matchup thing, bro.
I will say they do got the coaching advantage.
And
that's the weakness for y'all too. It's a new head coach. So I mean, Reese, y'all shaky a little bit, but again, for the most part, it sounds like
57 wins.
It sounds like it's
57 wins is shaky.
If y'all play Miami 57 times, y'all would not.
Regular season, it's a different type of season.
So regular season don't matter. So why we got a 65 game pressure?
Why is Denver the number one in the Western Conference right now?
Wars if the regular season don't matter.
Denver's the number 1 seed right now in the Western Conference.
They're not the number 1 seed in the league.
There's like 5 teams in the Western
Conference.
Number
2 in the league, Freddie.
All right, we getting off top. We getting off top. Let's go to these 76ers. They're going to be facing the Brooklyn Nets. All right, now they got the all-NBA caliber Mikal Bridges over there. How many games?
I'm giving the Nets a 35% chance of beating Philly.
I'll take that.
I'll take that. That's fair. I would expect.
Don't mean it at all.
Okay, Freddie, do you agree with that? Or
I got Philly in 5, and I give the Nets 1 because they have a lot. They got some great defensive pieces, so I give them 1 game where they get hot and just play some brilliant defense. But Philly in 5.
Okay, got you then. So the Cavs versus the Knicks. I'm with y'all by the way with that 35%. I might have said 30.
I was just pulling a number out of my ass like you did for the last one. And apparently, we're keep going. I just repeated the number that you gave, but okay.
First round upset.
I don't think that's okay. Cavs versus the Knicks. Freddie, I know you're a little biased on this one. So
no, I'm not biased.
What you got?
I got Knicks in 7, but I'm not biased. We got one of the deepest teams in the league. And one of the most complete teams. Knicks in 7.
Right. Seabass, Reese, what's y'all thoughts on this one? Do y'all agree with the Knicks in 7 or?
I'm giving the Cavs a 35% chance, but other than that,
this is too good.
I mean, come on, bro. Playoff Donovan Mitchell? Come on, y'all. Playoff Donovan Mitchell.
Playoff Jalen Brunson.
We talking about playoff guys, right? We talking about
Jalen Brunson. No, that's what scared me though. I mean, to be honest, Donovan Mitchell has like one of the highest playoff point per game averages in the history of the NBA. That's very scary. But I think our depth's gonna be too much for him, bro. Dean Wade, Ricky Rubio, Robin Lopez, they're not coming off the bench killing quickly and you know what I'm saying, Toppin and Isaiah Hartenstein. No. Our depth is what makes us who we are. So as long as Jupac is healthy.
Freddie, give me 3 names off the Miami bench.
Off Miami bench?
Yeah.
Miami. I mean, Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry now, Vic Oladipo. Like, what are you talking about? Max Strus, Gabe Benson. I mean, it depends on who's starting. They got
Jovic when he playing, talking to me.
I'm just 35%. Y'all just, those are the 3 names that y'all are saying.
I mean, y'all got Peyton Pritchard, so y'all might win it all.
All right. So we got Knicks. Reese said Knicks. Seabass, again, you said
I'm going Cavs.
I didn't say Knicks.
You said the Knicks. I'm sorry. You said the Cavs have a 35% chance of winning. Yeah. So I mean, So I feel like that's saying Knicks got a 65% chance of winning.
Hey, take it how you want to take it.
You sound a little salty because again the Celtics did lose to the Warriors last year. I feel like you still kind of upset from that. I get you, Reese. I get you. But no, I'm with Seabass though. I do lean the Cavs on this situation though. It's just a talent thing. I think they do have enough talent to outlast y'all depth. And I mean,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really banking on that.
That's not that
it is. In which way?
Because he's punching people. That's why he's scared.
At the end when he does that when that, you know what I'm talking about because you're a Knicks fan. You know what I'm talking about. The end where clutch moments when he decides not to give it to Brunson to initiate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared of because the Cavs just got good matchups for Randall. So that's
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Now we gotta go on to the next side though, because we got the first round covered, so we can revisit the second round. We already gave a fantasy matchup final, so if any one of us ever pans out, kudos to y'all. Hopefully mine worked out though. I'm sorry.
Does anybody think the West has a chance this year? Like
the West?
Do y'all think that any team in the West has a real chance?
2 of them.
I do actually, believe it or not. But I was about to say there's a couple teams I feel like low key, but let's just go ahead and go down this list. I feel like we might talk about this a little bit more. Is there any group on this side or team on this side that can beat the Nuggets? Seabass,
1 through 9.
I feel like those are going to be more surprising than the others.
7 through 10. All of them.
Yeah.
7 through 10, Seabass?
Literally.
Wow.
Listen. All right. Maybe I'll size. All right. I just don't trust the Nuggets. I feel like Michael Porter and Jamal Murray can get injured at any time. And if that happens, they're fried.
7 through 10.
Okay.
7 for sure to beat them. I know that.
Yeah, the Lakers would wash them, which is why they purposely avoided the Lakers for a second time. Mind, it's not the first time they avoided the Lakers.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we were gunning for that 6th seed, Freddie. So, I mean, we were trying to get out of the play-in. But I don't think, honestly, it's like winning. What?
Oh, my goodness.
You said, did Freddie say we?
Did Freddie just say we?
Oh, you already know he's a New York Lakers fan.
Lakers,
you know he's a New York Lakers fan. Come on now.
I'm a proud father. My son plays for the Lakers.
And then when Braun leaves, wherever team he goes to, he's gonna be a New York Cavs fan or a New York Heat fan or whatever.
Listen to me.
Like that.
I don't think y'all understand.
That's what Braun fans do, bro. I'm gonna tell you.
Russ is my favorite player. When y'all pulled off, y'all called my man a vampire after he left and all that. I stopped messing with y'all. But my son is still in your team, so I have to be a good father and attend the games and all that, okay? That's all this is.
You're talking about Austin Reeves, by the way. Okay, So how about for the Grizzlies then? Again, I did say Jaren Jackson Jr. is my defensive player of the year. 3 blocks, 1 steal. Which one of these teams?
7 through 10.
Can get them out of the way? Which one of these teams, Freddie? Which one of these teams?
No, listen. This is the one matchup that I'm terrified for your Lakers for, bro. I feel like it's just an odd matchup, the Grizzlies versus your Lakers. I think that'll be the matchup, and that can go either way. But every team that Memphis can beat, answer. But I think they'll be playing Lakers, bro.
I think every team can.
I do. I think I would rather play the Nuggets just because they don't have the depth at big men. Like I think we can be a little bit more physical than them. But
their big man can't guard. No,
because it's the lack of depth. I mean, it's just him and Thomas Bryant, and then after that, you got Aaron Gordon, who's about 6'8". We can bypass that. So, but I do agree with you. I'd rather play the Nuggets than the Grizzlies. Now these Kings versus the Warriors. The Warriors will be on the road, fellas, and they have been shaky. But it ain't too damn far from Sacramento last time I checked. So I mean, it might not be really a road game. Who y'all got? Kings, Warriors, Reese. I feel like the loser has a 35% chance at winning.
I got the Warriors in 5.
Ooh. Warriors in 5? Okay, bet. Seabass, how you feeling? Kings or Warriors?
I'm going Steph and them boys, but I'll say it goes 7 though. I'll put some respect on Mike Brown.
I bet. I appreciate it. For the coach of the year, Mike Brown. Freddie, is it a sweep or a gentleman's sweep for you in favor of the Warriors?
I'm right between where these two guys are. I got Warriors in 6. Kings, you know how I feel about Kings. They gained a little bit more of my respect. And I feel like they can pull off 2 wins versus the Warriors. So Warriors in 6.
That's why I said, because he's been quite slanderous over this season. I've been fighting for these boys. He even thinks I'm a Sacramento Kings fan. So it's been a long journey, Seabass.
They legit can't guard nobody.
Right, thank you.
It is tough now, and it's crazy too.
Problem is,
I do believe Harrison Barnes is not a bad defender. I think Keegan Murray's not a bad defender. Like I'm not saying elite, but like a bad defender. They should be able to do a little bit better than what they're doing.
Yeah. The problem is the Warriors can't guard nobody this year either. If they were the defensive Warriors from last year, I'd have them sweeping them, but neither one of them can guard anybody.
Let me ask you guys this: does Andrew Wiggins play change the needle at all? Like if he doesn't, like I think that might also favor.
If he doesn't play the Kings will win this season.
Oh.
If Andrew Wiggins, and to be honest with you, I said the Warriors in 5 because I think if they can, because they'll be on the road first. So I obviously I'm saying I think they're gonna split the first 2 games, and I think the Warriors will win their 2 at home, and then they'll go back to Sacramento and win. However, I do think I only said the Warriors in 5 because I was hoping that Andrew Wiggins was at least on the Peloton while he was away. Because if he can't guard, then the Kings will beat. De'Aaron Fox is leading the league in fourth quarter scoring.
Yeah, clutch player of the year.
Yeah, and he has Steph and Clay guarding him. Like no offense, but like they're 40 now. Like it is what it is.
Clay back in the day might have been interesting, but Clay now is a little bit slower.
And you know what I mean?
A little what?
I said a little bit slower. slower.
Defensively?
Yeah, that's all I mean. Like,
okay.
Got older. Like I can't say a little.
But I don't know. I think it'll be a pool party too, though, because it'll be young guys versus young guys. I think it'll be a pool party. A lot of bad.
I feel like this is a Klay Thompson series because the Kings can't guard, and Klay annihilates teams that aren't defensively disciplined. I feel like Klay will have like a 25-point per game series, and if Andrew Wiggins play, I got him in 5 instead of 6. But yeah, I think Klay is gonna, oh my God, run rough shot over them. Hopefully, I'm right.
Okay,
I'm right.
Now, I think the series that a lot of people will be looking forward to, especially if they can get them back in terms of PG, the Suns versus the Clippers. Does anybody have the Clippers winning? Is that with PG? Is that with PG?
PG's not going to be back. He might be back by game 3 or 4. He's not.
But it's a lower. Yeah.
So if Paul George returns game 3, there's no chance that the Clippers can come back?
Paul George returns game 3. He might as well just go to Cabo before the game starts. No point. Just let them guys.
Okay, so how about a healthy PG and Kawhi led Clippers versus
when have we ever seen that? That's like a unicorn. You're asking me to be like, oh, like if unicorn.
Can I throw a what if? Can I live with if? Seabass, work with me. What if everybody was healthy? like Clippers versus Suns.
Wow.
Who do you
Wow.
have winning?
If everyone's healthy,
Yeah.
hey, that's tough. I'm gonna just say the Suns, because I'm gonna just trust Kevin Durant over Kawhi at this point.
Okay.
Did y'all not see Kawhi trying to guard Braun?
Well, nobody can guard Bron.
That's my point, though, Freddie.
Yeah.
Kawhi was the person that could guard Braun.
He never can guard Bron, man. That was
No.
Yeah, we are
Never
0-11 against the Clippers,
That is-
fellas.
But that's
So I
what
mean,
meant, bro.
he
never
doing
can guard
something right against LeBron James. I don't know what it is, but the brother.
Bro,
doing something
Bron
right
put up
against
28,
LeBron James.
7-4, or 50% from the field, 50% from three, and they said that he locked Bron up in that series.
Because
Really?
you're not looking at his splits against Kawhi, bro. Stop acting like he's not going to get those switches with Tony Parker and Tim Duncan
Bro,
and get at least.
Kawhi doesn't have enough in his back pocket, bro. We just watched it. He was literally just moving Kawhi out of the way, bro. He's not gonna sit there and try to dribble on Kawhi. He moved
That's
Kawhi out
what
of the way.
he did in that series, though. That's why people were saying he was locking them up. Because Kawhi was
he was
moving
shooting
hands like
50% from three and 50% from the field, average 28. When Wade and
Seabass,
Bosh were
Seabass, what's your stance on Kawhi? Because I feel like
Why?
it's gonna be a revolving conversation.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like
Your stance on
Kawhi can
Kawhi?
slow? Do you feel like Kawhi can slow down LeBron James, or is a good defender for LeBron James, or works against
Man,
LeBron James
I'll
at
put it
all?
like
When I
this.
hear Freddie talk, I feel like he's not at all, and it's.
I'll
it's
put it
not
like
I
this.
thought it'd be.
numbers don't support it.
I look at it like this. Kawhi, when he's not required to be the number one option scoring everything,
Respect.
yes, he can guard LeBron. He's going to give him trouble. But if he has to do all the stuff on the scoring end and then guard LeBron, no, he can't do that. He's just going to
But
switch on at the
nobody's
end of
doing
the game.
that, though.
I'm about to say that's a lot too, though. That's
Yeah,
asking for
it's
a
a
lot
lot of
too,
energy
Freddie.
to do
I
that.
think
Which is
I
why
care.
Pascal Siakam is all NBA. That's what I'm saying. You see
What?
how
Wait,
we got back to that?
Hey, I mean, I guess because that's similar to
I
why I
played
got
in
my man Mikal Bridges up there, all defense, and then you know what I mean, all NBA too. Hey,
Austin Reeves.
Iron
too.
Man, by the
Austin
way,
on three
you know.
at this point. If we just throwing people in there.
oh, that's so Mikal. They don't believe you. They don't believe you, Mikal.
See,
Hey, I got you. Trust me. But I mean, so we got. Looks like we got the first round covered. Just to recap, let me put the screen back on. So we have Bucks beating whomever, Celtics losing to the Heat. No, we got Celtics advancing. Maybe a little battle test, but we'll figure it out.
I almost said your mama when you said that. But that's perfect to me. I almost said it. And I'm sure your mother is a beautiful, amazing woman. And so I apologize. But that's what you brought me to. That's what you brought me to. Your mama. Yep. Continue on with your show.
So after you can't take Celtics fans anywhere. Oh my God, look. So classless, so ghetto, so hood. So we got
Any trade is funny.
Classless and ghetto is funny. It's especially considering who I'm standing with. It's hilarious.
So we got the 76ers advancing. I think about that for a second. I think we split on the Cavs versus the Knicks. So I guess we'll flip a coin. Heads, Knicks win. No, home team heads. Cavs, we'll see how it goes.
All right.
Damn, that's tough. Knicks actually pulled it off. That's crazy. Shout out to y'all fellas.
Man,
So-
Brunson went crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. But again, for the record, that is Reese and Freddie's prediction. That's not me and Seabass's prediction. We do different, but we'll take credit if it's right. Now, for the Western Conference, we got the Nuggets advancing. Is that what we said?
It's
Is
the
that what we-
Pelicans. They'll play the Pelicans probably, right?
No. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. If y'all did not watch the Timberwolves Pelicans game today, you missed
Oh, that was tough.
a
That was
show.
tough.
You missed a show.
That was it.
Brandon Ingram will average 35 against the Nuggets.
Amazing, yeah.
No doubt in my mind.
Michael Porter can't hold him.
He was not getting nearly enough calls today. Like they were letting those guys play,
Yeah.
and BI was being physical. Like I'm talking,
Ooh.
every time he caught the ball, it was immediate size
Did
up.
y'all watch when they played last time and Aaron Gordon was guarding BI? Yo,
Yeah.
I've never seen Aaron Gordon so frustrated trying to guard somebody.
Yeah.
It was
Nice.
like, I think we talked
Why
about
you
it.
think I ain't
Yeah, we did, Freddie. We did talk about it.
Why you think I ain't want us to let go of BI? But let me ask you guys this then. So we got the Nuggets. Let's say they go up against the Pelicans or even the Timberwolves, right? Because I saw that game was electrifying, and it showed me multiple things from both teams. Could that be like? Could this be like the We Believe Warriors against the Mavs?
No. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think T-Wolves would beat them. I don't think the Pelicans would. I know that sounds odd because I think Pelicans are a better team. But I think T-Wolves has the interior, but with those two guys, not to like kind of, I guess, put some trees around Joker and kind of take away some of his passing lanes. Because, I mean, he sees over everything, right?
Yeah. Now, my only thing about the Timberwolves is watching again, because of the game I watched, right? There was a play, I think it was like a minute and a half left. Anthony Edwards, like they got CJ blew past somebody. They forced the ball out of BI's hands. CJ gets it. He's heading to the basket. He goes to dunk it. Ant-Man comes and blocks it, right? Straight meets him at the apex, blocks it, right? So the reason why I don't think the Timberwolves, I'm going to start with that beautiful play he made, right? On the other end, he recovers the ball and goes into a spin move and just slings the ball to the corner straight to CJ's hands. And the first thing I thought of was when he cheated on that job play last year and was like, I was just going to go get the ball. And it's just like, buddy, you're not thinking. Like, you're just letting your body move, but you're still not mature and you're thinking of, I just recovered this ball off the rim. I'm the player. Let me pull it back. Him immediately slinging it to the corner tells me that he's still like, he's like, I don't know. I just feel like he's not thinking about the repercussions of his actions yet. Like,
to be fair too, during that play, I will give credit to CJ because not every player is going to hustle, right? Like like maybe you might get down on yourself and you might be like a little lackadaisical for a quick second, and by the time you finally catch up, the play's already happened. CJ kept it moving real quick. He's a very good professional, so you're not going to always run to that situation. I agree with you. He could have pulled it back, or he could have gone up with it. But again, he's young too, though, and I like the fact that he had Mike Conley there, and that was a transition play. So I mean, it was a bang bang play. It was literally right after he got the block. So I but again, just for the record, so we got Nuggets. It sounds like they might not be advancing.
They should advance.
That's what I'm hearing.
I'm not
okay. I see. Are you on the Nuggets not advancing also, or no?
I mean, if they play the Lakers, I'm picking the Lakers. So everybody else, I got them beat.
Yeah, they should beat everybody else. If we're being fair.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna play the Nuggets, to be honest with you. So now we got Grizzlies. So now we got Grizzlies versus Lakers. I'm assuming Lakers, but is there a Grizzlies fan out there? Nobody? Cool.
Nah, I mean, Steven Adams isn't coming back, bro. That was their only chance.
And they lost Brandon Clark.
They have nobody that can stop Ja. I'm like terrified of what Ja can do to them boys.
No, yes, they do. They have Anthony Davis. He's at the rim. That's the only place that Ja's going is to the rim. And they have one of the best rim defenders in the league.
The only thing I say to that is Jaren Jackson's a good three-point shooter. So you spread them out and bring Ja downhill.
You got players like
you can pull Anthony Davis away from the rim with that.
I got a question for y'all. Would y'all put Jared Vanderbilt on Ja?
That's why on Ja.
Ja too small. You know?
Yeah.
Like Jared Vanderbilt's like 6'8", 6'9". Like it's gonna be tough for him. It's like
the length on that
Trey, Ben Simmons guarding Trey. Like you're gonna have some stretches where you can guard him because of your length, but I mean at some point they're just, you know what I'm saying? It's like a mouse running around.
Well, the thing is with Trey, you have to worry about the Trey ball. Like with Ja, Ja's
pulling them things.
It might be something to consider. But I'd also want to explore putting Jared Vanderbilt on Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't want AD to get into foul trouble, which I think that could be. It could. So I mean, I want to lessen that risk.
So who's your starting five? Who your starting five again?
We got D'Lo.
Reed.
Is it Reed? I want to say.
Austin
And then
Reed,
Braun,
Starting.
Jared Vanderbilt, and then AD.
80 at the 5.
Yeah, I guess you
Yeah.
unless y'all put Braun on Jaren Jackson Jr.
That could
Or
work.
you could put Braun. You could put Braun on Tillman and let Braun kind of like be near the rim.
Or do you put AD on Tillman so that AD can kind of play off of it and be help side? If you do put Vanderbilt on Ja, have AD help over and let Braun guard Jaren Jackson.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
It's scary, man.
I'm not gonna lie. Desmond Bane, he might be built like a heavyweight boxer, and I'm talking like no reach, but like he can get a bucket.
Reese, you remember what I was telling you about him? Like I like Buddy. He's a good two-way player. He can get you a bucket and he can play solid defense.
Trey, you go too far. You go too far with your compliments.
He's not a solid.
I never say anything. I never say anything about his two-way ability. I said that he was a bucket.
He's two-way.
I said the conversation was
extremely good defender. Desmond Bane.
No. So the specific conversation was he can. He can. Like I said, he can guard Kyrie to a degree. Like I'm not talking about stop Kyrie. I said to a degree, I can leave Desmond Bane on Kyrie. And you were like, nah, he can't do that. And you were like, oh, his arms too small. And I was like, nah,
his arms too short and his feet not that quick.
Strong. Listen,
I agree.
Defenders like this in the past. I agree with you, Trey. I don't know.
You say he got the T-Rex arms, but that man can defend pretty well.
He can
That's all I'm saying.
Very well.
That's all I'm saying.
The biggest question of the series, though, is who is Dylan Brooks beefing with on the Lakers team during the series? That's the question you need to know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If he's smart, he has to make Austin Reeves his enemy. Because if you can take Austin Reeves out of the game, you will affect the Lakers tremendously.
Yes,
I'm not even joking.
Wow.
I agree,
Reese.
Yeah, because Austin Reeves can
he relieves a lot of pressure off them.
Yes, bro. And Freddie, you compliment him too much, which is why Trey can't ever compliment him. But Austin Reeves can get you 10 assists in a playoff game, bro.
He can get you 30 points as well.
Yes, he can. He can, bro. He can. So yeah, Dylan Brooks gonna have to beef with Austin Reeves.
Hey Trey, you know how I feel about AR. I've seen him with my own 2 eyes over at OU. He's a dog. I told you got a dog. I told you, Trey.
Damn,
I told you, Trey.
Bro, you a good man.
This episode,
man. What's your cash? I'm gonna buy you lunch tomorrow. Thank you.
Hey Trey, is this the episode where you accept Austin Reeves as your godson since he is Freddie's son? I feel like at some point you gotta accept it.
This from at Oklahoma doing TCU dirty when my boy was there. Bane was there.
So I was there his first year at OU. So I the first year I got there at OU, I was watching him just be a red shirt. I was watching him practice, and I was like, "Yo, this dude, who is he?" And I was looking him up. I'm like, "Country dude from Kansas, Wichita, wherever he's from." I said, "Yo, he is nice. He's gonna kill for us." And the next year, he damn near led the Big 12 in scoring.
18 points a game. Gave Bane.
He's my guy too.
He gave who again though? Who did he give again?
Desmond Bane.
So you see how it all goes full circle every time I mention it. He can get 30
points in the playoff.
It's my setup.
If someone can get 30 points in the playoff, are they not a
I don't even want to talk about Desmond Bane's defensive ability anymore.
Bro, you gotta watch the tape now. I'm offended by how you disrespect Desmond Bane like this, man.
My setups have been elite.
Desmond Bane plays better defense than Jason Tatum.
Wow. You talking about Mr. Sit in a chair? You talking about Jason Tatum himself?
Hey, yo, so you know what's hilarious, Reese, what I've been watching this whole entire show? Right underneath my camera. I'm watching Game 6 of 2018 NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Every time you say something, it seems like Bron scores a bucket.
Why? Okay, so but can anybody ask Freddie why is he doing that? Why are you watching
It's
this?
just
Why are you watching
every time
this?
you say something, I
You're
just-
never getting that Braun back. He's never coming back, Freddie. That was
my
it.
God.
He's never coming back, Freddie.
I'm a Knicks fan. I don't care.
Listen. If you really want to have a conversation, does playoff Braun lose to the Clippers the other night? Does playoff Braun, because he should be in that mode already.
Well, I know you gave us 30 in the second half, and
12
why got like
in the second half, and it still won't enough.
because
You
who didn't
need to
show
get
up?
off the plane ready.
0-11 against the Clippers. That's all I'm saying.
0-11.
0-11
At
against the
some
Clippers.
point, Braun gotta beat the Clippers. At some point.
But what? They can't win no playoff series. Why you gotta beat them? He ain't gonna ever see him in the playoffs.
Braun can't win a playoff series that's not in something that's poppable. I said it.
What?
Talk about it.
Say it
Talk
again.
about it.
Well, he got 3 outside of it. Y'all crazy.
That man got 3 chips.
So,
that man got 3 chips
I'ma
and
shut
a
it
half.
down.
Freddie, but we're just trolling. Freddie, we're just trolling.
So wait,
I
we're talking about
I
Kawhi.
can't like Braun because I'm a Celtics fan.
We're talking about Kawhi. In that same bubble, Giannis got sent home in the first round, right? By the same team that sent y'all home in the Eastern Conference Final, right? Rhymes with feet, but
That's
whatever.
because
In that same bubble,
that's because
why
Jimmy
you play
Butler.
one lead in that same bubble? Brown ran through Joker.
Jimmy Butler was putting shit in people's coffee in that bubble. if nobody is gonna say it, then I will. He was putting shit in the coffee in the entire bubble. And everybody guessed it because they was at Disney. They like, oh, Disney provided this coffee. No, it was Jimmy. He wanted people sluggish. Like I'm telling you, man. Y'all don't want y'all, man. I know the game, man.
That is great.
The game.
I don't know if Jimmy was doing that. He might have had his hands full, Reese. I heard he had his hands full.
I see what you did there. Hey, listen, man.
Hey, I'm weak.
I'm just excited to see.
I was about to say, I greatly appreciate it, though. This was good combo. We will definitely link back up because, the playoffs, again, has started back up. So, or will be starting back up soon. So, hopefully we remain in the playoffs. Shout out to the teams who were able to avoid the play-in.
I hope the Cavs beat y'all in 5. And I hope it's just unenjoyable.
Oh, wait, Reese.
And B going
I
out.
just put another bucket in this game.
I'm leaving. I legitimately don't have to put up with this. I don't have to put up with this.
I was gonna watch the Warriors versus Celtics game 6 in the finals from last year next.
And then, Freddie, fuck them all y'all.
And
Listen.
I guess we got the last words from Reese and Freddie.
And by the way, Seabass, don't you ever join a league with me again and release an all NBA point guard to be picked up in the fantasy. And I'm done.
I don't think he did it. It was Chris.
Who, De'Aaron
I
Fox?
apologize.
I didn't release De'Aaron
I
Fox.
apologize. I have been waiting to catch him. I've been waiting to catch Freddie. Fuck you, guys.
LeBron, 46 points in this game is a career high in this elimination. It just popped up. I forgot about all this.
On that note, appreciate y'all.
We're about to see the MVP go home first round.
What's that?
Hey, we're about to see the MVP go home first round. Last words.
Who was the MVP?
Embiid.
Oh, I can't wait for you to come back on here after they beat them in 5.
He's a Nets fan.
He's a good man, though.
He's a Nets fan, to be fair. So
okay,
that's the reason why for that. Yeah.
I still can't wait for you to see you after y'all go.
Hey, listen.
Hey, I hope y'all have a good one.
Believe.
And take care.
All right, brothers.
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here.